I'm going to show you a brief demo of the new features in iWVU 3.0. So we start iWVU and the first thing we notice is there's a brand new interface. Everything has been completely redesigned to support a new rearranging style of icons. So I can take icons and put them in any order I want, and even if I leave and quit the app, re-enter the app, my order is maintained. Next new feature is Calendar. And Calendar has all of the calendars from calendar.wvu.edu, basically all of the information about everything going on at WVU. So if we want to look, for example, at the Arts and Entertainment calendar, we can see that this week Curious George Live is playing at the CAC. And if we look at the information here, we can see the event details, and even a contact phone number to call and receive event information. Same thing goes for all of these sports. There's a general athletics calendar, and then additionally there's an athletics calendar for each sport at WVU. So we can see, for example, that women's basketball has a game tonight against Connecticut. Now if we look at the newspaper section, we'll see that it's been completely redesigned to allow us to, among other things, support cached pages. So if we turn cached pages on, which is the default setting, we can enter the DA reader and view the DA for a particular date. Now it turns out there's no DA for today, but there is a DA for yesterday. And the page turning is much more smooth and efficient, and works much better in this version than it did in any previous version. And after all the pages have finished downloading, we can go and we can look at another day, or we can even quit the app entirely, re-enter the app, go to the newspaper section, look at yesterday's DA, and all the pages are cached. They don't need to re-download again, and this works even if we don't have an internet connection. Additionally, the Twitter section has been improved, and as you can see from this example, these tweets all have URLs in them, and if we want to view a URL, instead of having to click on the bubble, we now can click directly on the link and open up that website. The next new feature is the athletics section. Now before, iWVU had a football section which displayed all the information about the football team, and that's been preserved here with all of the same information plus links to the calendar, among other things. What is new is that each sport has its own section now, and every sport has its own section, and these sections include the same information, or generally most of the information that the other sections would include. So men's soccer, for example, is going to have their schedule, calendar, team website, roster, their coach's Twitter account, and their facility. Additionally, WVU Sports Buzz and the relevant links are included there. And then our another new feature is live scores. Now we can look at the men's basketball scores right now. Other live scores are coming eventually. But we can see that the most recent score is from the WVU Villanova game. And that score is inaccurate due to some server-side issues which will be resolved shortly. But we can look at a game, any other game from the season, and see the score. So that's a section I'm really excited about. Next is directory. WVU's directory search now works from any location, not just WVU Wi-Fi networks. So I can search and find information about myself from anywhere. After that, we have expanded the buses section to include the new Mountain Line Twitter account, which has information about all of the bus delays and problems that you might have riding Mountain Line buses. You can receive information there. Finally, I'd like to bring your attention to WVU Today, and WVU Today is featured prominently on the home screen where you can view their website, Additionally, this ticker bar down at the bottom is going to display information from WVU's WVU Today news stories. And at any time, if you find a story interesting, you can, for example, click on it, and it'll bring you to that stories page where you can read the story. One last thing I forgot to mention. In the newspaper section, in addition to all the cache pages and other things that I showed you, double tapping to zoom in is now supported, which is really just a convenient feature that probably should have been in there in the first place. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you.